Uganda National Bureau of Standards contracted 6 certification service providers, among which is Helmsman Quality and Technology Services, Bureau of Veritas, Intertek, Society General de Surveillance, Quality Inspection Services and TUV to inspect and certify products imported into Uganda, as well as ensuring that such comply with the applicable local standard and technical regulations before shipment. Discoveries from the Committee on Trade, however, placed some of the companies visited in both India and Dubai in the lane of fraud of informality.
But what we found out in India with that HQTS something, they have no office around here in Kampala. And in India, they went to an old building and just put stickers. We asked for documents. They said they didn't have any documents, but what they had was just on the computer. So I don't know what you went to do really to investigate. And we asked them whether there is any company that has so far applied to be inspected that is importing goods to Uganda. And we found that there is no company that even had applied.
A member on the Contracts Committee advised against awarding HQTS this contract. However, the Contracts Committee went ahead and awarded this company. May we know what prompted the Contracts Committee, even after the advice of such a senior personnel, to award HQTS that contract?
Madam Chair was the lead of delegation for the Dubai team, specifically. As people have been doing other businesses and interacting with other people, we saw that these were actually HQTS was a fake company. Anyone could see that. How come that you didn't see that? Did you just follow the documents and you didn't do other verifications or background checkup?
Uganda's market transparency has been painted with quality assurance gaps among imports and export commodities, with the recent Juba standoff a clear illustration. According to legislators, it is so absurd that even the contracted companies are not executing their assigned job, with unchecked spike in counterfeit products that are flocking the market.
Because as you can see, we have a lot of counterfeits on the market, a lot of counterfeits. And we are wondering if we have Unbs that oversees the quality of the products, and where it can't be, they have service providers in names of companies that are supposed to do work on behalf of this country, work on behalf of Unbs, to ensure that the consumers here really consume something that is safe. And if they are not doing their work, then what happens to the consumers? It is really a very big risk.
You increase from 3 to 6. And in your submission to this committee, you're saying that you realize that you've noted that there's improvement, significant improvement within the 4 months already after procuring 6 companies. And yet our findings, both from India and Dubai, tells us that these companies are finding it difficult because they don't have enough work. The companies that have come into play have become too many, and yet we see even the number of companies of goods that are being verified not even increasing.
In retaliation to the allegations, Unbs confirmed due diligence having been performed prior to contracting the quoted companies. Among its recommendations, HQTS wasn't to be contracted, although it turned out otherwise.
I rely really 100% on the other processes that they have done their work. Then mine is only to confirm that nobody is complaining. But on Honorable Aga, the contracts have provisions of termination, but we have been focusing more on performance. Honorable, actually, you have given me a lot of insights on what your findings are, which actually will be forming key parameters for our next monitoring, because in that contract, we are supposed to be having annual performance audits and monitoring.
The Contracts Committee has subsequently been reckoned to appear next week and explain why they went ahead to contract non-performing companies.
Meanwhile, we still demand for documents of evidence, the Contract Committee minutes, where the head of procurement advised the Contracts Committee on the recommendation of the Evaluation Committee.
Samlanifa, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.